Hello each and everyone. Welcome to Anamika's EduSpace. Today in this video I welcome all the class 7 students of DAV school, and in this video we are going to study all the question and answers of chapter 7, that is respiration in plants. So let's begin. And from chapter 1 to chapter 6, the links are already present in the description below. If you want to know all the question answers of those chapters, then you can visit the link which is present in the description. So let's begin, and make sure that you subscribe to Anamika's EduSpace for more videos like this. D. Answer the following questions in brief. That is, these are the short answer questions. Question number 1. Define respiration. Name the two types of respiration. Answer. The process in which living organisms convert sugars into biological energy using oxygen is called respiration. So actually what is happening? The food we are eating, right? And the oxygen is acting on the food, right? The oxygen we are getting from the air, when we are breathing we are taking in the oxygen, and the oxygen is acting on the food and it is oxidizing the food. So as it is oxidizing the food is broken into simpler substances, and these simpler substances are absorbed where? The simpler substances are absorbed in our blood. Clear? And then it is distributed to all body parts. Clear, students? So respiration is the process of breaking down of the complex food substances into simpler substances with the help of oxygen. Clear, students? Two types of respiration are. So what are the two types of respiration? Here we see. Let us see the two types of respiration. So first is aerobic respiration. Okay, and the next one is anaerobic respiration. So the respiration which is done, or when the food is broken down in the presence of oxygen, then it is known as aerobic respiration. And when the respiration is done in the absence of oxygen, okay, so absence of O2, then it is known as an aerobic respiration. Okay, aerobic, what is the meaning of the word aero? Aero means air. So when air is not present, anaerobic means no air, right? And aerobic means air is present. And in the air, what it is present? In the air, the oxygen is present. Clear, students? Question number 2. Name the respiratory organ of the following. Number 1, crab. Number B, man. Number C, leech. And number D, an insect. Answer. Number 1, A is gill. So the crab breathes through gills. Okay. Next, man through lungs. We all know that. Leech, which is almost looking like a earthworm. So it breathes through its skin. Okay, like the earthworm breathes through moist skin. Clear? Next, the insects. So insects has spiracles or trachea, as you can find in the cockroaches. Clear, students? Now let's move to the next question. Question number 3. Define transpiration. Answer. The loss of excess water from the plant through open stomata is called transpiration. Okay, so the loss of water is known as transpiration. It happens that when we have a plant in our garden, so what we do? We pour lots of water, right? And the lots of water is intaken by the plant, and when the plant is having lots of water, it needs to excrete those water, right? And to excrete the water, it needs a process which is known as transpiration. Clear, students? Next, question number 4. Define the term breathing rate. Answer. The number of times an animal breathes per minute is called its breathing rate. The students, the breathing rate of some animals, okay, of adult human, it is 14 to 20 breath per minute. Okay, so in 60 seconds, how many times they can breathe? They can exhale and inhale air for 14 to 20 times. Okay, newborn baby can breathe 40 times in 60 seconds, that is in 1 minute. Next, rat can breathe 60 times, okay, much more than a human newborn baby, okay, that is 60 minutes in 60 seconds, okay. So a rat can breathe, one breath is for 1 second. Clear, students? And a horse can breathe 12 breaths, almost like the humans, in 60 seconds, that is 1 minute. Clear, students? Question number 5. Name the body organs which help lungs during the process of breathing. Now, if you like this session, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. You are missing it a lot, so that you can find all the videos one by one after this. Answer. Rib cage and diaphragm. Okay. So, it is the rib cage. Okay. So, these are the bones. So, this is known as the rib cage. Clear, students? Next question. Question number 6. Why do we need to breathe out carbon dioxide? So why we are breathing out carbon dioxide and why we are taking in the oxygen? So oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is breathed out. Okay. Answer. High levels of the carbon dioxide in the body can be toxic and hence carbon dioxide needs to be removed. So carbon dioxide or high levels or high amount of carbon dioxide is very hazardous for our health. Okay, so that's why we need to remove the carbon dioxide. Clear, students? Next, question E. Answer the following question. So these are our long answer questions. Okay, first question. Why do we get muscle cramps after heavy exercise? Answer. During heavy exercise, we need more energy, but the supply of oxygen to produce energy is limited. Okay, because you are only breathing 14 to 20 times per minute. Okay, so after breathing only you will get the atmospheric oxygen. So this one is limited, your breaths are limited, your breath is limited, so the oxygen or the supply of the oxygen is also limited to your body. Clear? Therefore the anaerobic respiration takes place. That means respiration or the breaking down of the food into the simpler substances to produce the energy is going on, but it is going on in the absence of oxygen, that is O2. Okay, now anaerobic respiration takes place in the muscle cells to fulfill the demand of energy, because you need lots of energy. When the energy is not provided by oxygen, okay, then who is providing the energy? The anaerobic respiration, that is the respiration in the absence of oxygen. Okay, now this leads to the formation of the lactic acid in your body, which accumulates in your muscles, and because of this lactic acid the muscles cannot continue working for long and they get fatigued after some time, causing the muscle cramp. Fatigue means tired. The muscle gets tired and you cannot walk long because of the deposition of this acid. Clear, students? And this acid is formed in the case of anaerobic respiration. Clear? Next. Question number 2. Why does a potted plant die when over watered? So suppose you have a plant in your garden And suppose it is a rose plant, okay, a beautiful rose plant with lots of leaves, and it is growing and it is giving you good and nice beautiful flowers each and every day. Now you want this plant to grow more, okay, you want growth in this plant. So what you will do, you will put more water, okay, you have put lots of water in this plant, every day you are watering this plant. So that is very bad thing. Why? Because when we over water the plant actually dies. But why the plant dies? Now we will see the answer. The cells in the roots of the plants also need oxygen, okay, and from where they get this oxygen? They get this oxygen from the air, and this air or oxygen is trapped in between the soil particles. So if this is the soil particle, this is one particle, this is one particle, and the air is trapped in between them, okay, and the root penetrate into the soil, the root goes down into the soil, and from there the root cell have the exchange of gases or exchange of air or oxygen, that is O2. Clear? So they take in air from the air spaces which is present in between the soil particles. Clear? This is particle number 1, this is particle number 2. So in between the soil particles the air is trapped and the air is present. When overwatered, simultaneously when you put lots of water in this plant, then what happens? The air spaces which is present in the soil gets occupied by the water. Okay, so this air spaces is filled up with what? The air spaces is filled up with water, and because the soil is containing lots of water in it, right, put lots of water in the soil, so the soil is containing lots of water. Okay, so there is no air and then it is filled up with water. Now if there is no air, will the root be able to breathe? No. So this prevents the plant roots from taking in air what they need. Therefore a plant die if it is over water. So you can plant a plant in your garden, but you have to take care of the plant and you have to give it sufficient amount of water, not more or over water. Clear, students? If it is clear, make a big smile in the chat section and also share this video in WhatsApp, Facebook and with your friends in messages. Clear, students? Next question. Question number 3. Where are stomata found in a plant? State their function. Answer. Stomata are found on the surface of the leaves of a plant. Functions of the stomata. So let us see what are the functions of the stomata. Now if this is a leaf, okay, so as it is a leaf, so here the stomata will be present. Now this is the stomata which we cannot see with our naked eyes, but here the stomatas are present. Stomatas are actually the pores from where the leaves take in air. Clear, students? Now it helps in exchange of the gases, that is oxygen O2 and carbon dioxide, that is CO2. Okay, the plant takes CO2, okay, the plant takes in, CO2 is in case of the plant, and O2 is given out by the plants. Okay, O2 is given out and CO2 is taken in. Number B is loss excess amount of water in the form of water vapor. Okay, so in the form of the water vapor, the amount of the water is lost by the stomata. And what this process is known as, dear? Now only I taught you. This process is known as transpiration. Excessive loss of water. Okay, next. Question number 4. How is oxygen transported from the lungs to the other parts of the body? Answer. Oxygen is transported from the lungs to the other parts of the body with the help of hemoglobin. And what is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is actually a protein. Okay, what it is? It is actually a protein. The blood, while passing through the lungs, picks up what? Oxygen. With the help of hemoglobin, which transport the oxygen to different parts of the body. Okay. And hemoglobin provides what? Hemoglobin provides the red pigment to the blood. Okay. Why our blood is red? Our blood is red due to the presence of hemoglobin. Clear, students? It also picks up carbon dioxide produced by the cells during cellular respiration and transport it to the lungs for expiration. Okay. Inspiration and expiration. Expel out. Okay. So it is exhale or expel out. Okay. Next. Question number 5. Draw a neat, well-labeled diagram of human respiratory system. So this diagram is already present on your book and you have to draw a diagram like this where you can see the nasal cavity is present, the nostrils are present. So from the nostril, the air comes in and then it goes to the nasal cavity. Then it travels from the pharynx, trachea, larynx, right bronchi, right lung, left lung, then left bronchi, left lung, and then your diaphragm. Okay. So this is the total picture of the human respiratory system which you have to draw neatly and you also have to label it. Okay. So make sure that you make a nice drawing and don't forget to label the diagram. It contains 5 marks. Clear, students? Question number 6. Describe an activity to show that exhaled air contains carbon dioxide. It is said that you have to do an activity where you have to show that we are giving out carbon dioxide and we are taking in what? We are taking in oxygen. Okay. So answer is take a drinking straw. Okay. You all have a straw. When we had a glass of a smoothie, then we have a straw in our home. Yeah. So you have to take a drinking straw and then you have to take a test tube which is freshly containing prepared lime water. Okay. So you have to take a test tube and in the test tube it would contain lime water which is already known as Nimbu Pani. Okay. Now after that, place one end of the straw in the lime water and blow the exhale air gently at the other end of the straw. Now you have to take this straw and you have to place the straw in the test tube of the lime water and then you have to blow the air out from your mouth. Okay. Then what you will see? You will see that lime water turns milky. So what it is proven that lime water always turns milky in the presence of CO2. That means you are giving out CO2 in the form of air from your mouth. So this shows the presence of carbon dioxide in the exhaled air. Clear, students? Question number 7. Describe the changes that takes place around the rib cage, diaphragm, chest cavity during inspiration when you are taking in O2. Okay. State the effect of these changes. Answer. During inspiration, the muscle around the rib cage contract, lifting the rib cage upward and outward. Okay. And number 2, the diaphragm also contracts and becomes nearly flat sheet. Number 3, the chest cavity expands. And what is the effect of these changes? The air pressure inside the lungs falls below the pressure of the air outside the body. This creates a partial vacuum and so the air from outside the body rushes into the lungs. Clear, students? Now we have completed all the question and answers of the chapter 7. Hope you like this video. So if you like this video, make sure that you like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please do visit again.